I've always had, like, from day one, I've had a favorite. Because, like, Carol would always, like, how do you do that? Oh, David is there, I say click.
Well, no.
Thank you.
There was a favorite option, but it was one of the trust funds up on top. Or there was favorites always on
On the side. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our March 4th, 2025 York City Council meeting. At this time, do we have any public comment? See, we have Mayor Helfrich with us this evening.
Thank you, Madam President. It's an exciting night for me. I get to present to you tonight our new events team that is going to be working with the city and working with the residents and businesses of York City to make this the best event year that we have seen in decades. So they are excited. You'll hear from them in a second, but I want to share just briefly that the first event, we are bringing back the Mother's Day Street Fair. We're very excited about that, and that is on Mother's Day, the second Sunday of May. And we're hoping that people will come out and get, order tables and come out and bring it back to what it was originally, the time when it was the local community groups, local churches, local businesses coming out. And to do that, we are offering a table or spaces for $50 for York City organizations or businesses or residents that want to come out and share their crafts with us, their food with us. Of course, you'll still have to get food inspections and things like that, but we're really trying to make it about York again. And York Countyans, please come to the city. You will be charged $100 if you want to bring your organization, and then anyone outside of York County can pay $250 to participate and get a space at the Mother's Day York Street Fair. So we're very excited. We haven't had that event since 2019. Time flies, but it's been a long time, and I'm very excited to have that back. The team is amazing. We did an RFP, and we got great applicants. The Artist Foundation, centered out of the Lehigh Valley, Allentown, Bethlehem area, and three of the team members, one of them you'll notice isn't from the Lehigh Valley. If you've been to York, you'll know the third guy. But our team here, Alfonso and Talisha, and they're going to come up and share a little bit about the Artist Foundation.
Thank you.
I just want to say, first of all, good evening, and I want to say thank you all for taking the time to listen to us today. I'm sorry?
If you could just identify yourself.
Yes, my name's Alfonso Todd. We are from the Artist Foundation. We do event coordination, promotion, marketing. We have over 20 years of experience. I met Mr. Mayor about 3 years ago, and we had been coming here in order to do an event, but he suggested that we do a series of events that you all already had laid the blueprint for. We're excited because as we've been in contact with the city and a lot of the businesses thus far, it just seems that they really want to bring these great events back that you all have already put together. Our main thing is that we're not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. We just want to really organize and enhance what you all already have with this beautiful city. We're just really excited. Today we took the time to meet a lot of the officials and everything, and like I said, it looks like we've got the full support. We're really open to suggestions as well as ideas, because our goal is to basically bring York back to the 15,000 people that you all are used to before COVID had hit. With me is my partner, Talisha Smith, and she'll tell you what she does.
Hello, my name is Talisha Smith, and what I do is I handle the community relations, so it's going to be the relationship as far as helping getting the community to understand that, yes, these events are fun, but we do actually want you to buy things from the businesses, so it's a benefit for the businesses and also the community. Establish and build, well, you guys do have a lot of community relationships, but kind of pull it together, and I do that by the power of social media and also organizing a bunch of meet and greets and just different things so that we can hear what people want, incorporate them into the events, not just the business owners, but the communities and the state representatives as well. Thank you.
Should I introduce you? A man that needs no introduction. Ralph Washington. Ralph has agreed to be a local partner. Unfortunately, his international touring schedule did not allow him to be the events coordinator. This was something, it was RFP'd out, but he chose not to engage in that because of his touring schedule. But then I suggested that he work with the team that did come on board. So being that they have a lot of expertise but are not from the York area, being that Ralph has a lot of expertise but not necessarily all of the time, but many connections, because I guarantee almost anybody watching already knows Ralph Reel. If you don't, you'll recognize his voice as soon as he speaks. So give it to him, Reel.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ralph Washington, aka Ralph Reel. I've been a musician for a while, and with touring and everything. I've worked with York City for many years with youth development as well, working with the YMCA 21st Century Program, the library, even out at Springsbury Park and Recreation, being a director there. So with youth development has always been one of my heart, sole purpose of work, and also with entertainment. With entertainment is just enhancing, like we've been saying, what we have here and not taking away from it. I've been working with New Year's, so I don't know if you know our New Year's celebration. I've done it 4 years in a row. I don't know if nobody knows that, but so all the event planning and everything there has been always a team that I've put together for New Year's, and we've done great with it, but it's rained a lot, and we've been rained out a lot, but we have still stuck it out in the rain and soaking wet with our instruments soaking wet, but we want to make sure that York gets the best New Year's. So I knew when we were talking about different other events that the city needed help with, that I could help shine some light or just lead some people in the right direction when it comes to that. And also using what we already have here in York. A lot of people didn't know that PE Sound is here in York, Pennsylvania, and we were outsourcing other sound companies elsewhere. And I was like, what are you doing? We have PE Sound right here with Chris Velez. So things like that people don't know about, that I'm like, we don't have to outsource this. We have this right here in York for our entertainment and things like that. So that's the things that I'm helping with and helping to just rejuvenate. And I'm so glad to be a part of that. So thank you very much for allowing me to, again, just be a light in the city and just to be a servant of the city and just to help in any way I can. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all so very much. We look forward to the reigniting of our annual events here in the city of York, and look forward to some fun and some exciting new things as well.
And just to wrap it up, I wanted to explain to people, so the campaign, the way that we need help, it's about $100,000 to run the city events for the year. So we will be contacting, they've already reached out, and we've already had some offers of donations even today. So that's great. Also, young people that want to get involved in understanding the production of events, whether college people at York High, we're going to be needing volunteers to run these events. And of course, again, want to reach out to anybody that would like to participate in bringing back the Mother's Day Street Fair. I'm so excited to see it. I hope you all remember how great it was, and you are as excited as I am to see it here in York again. And thank you so much. They've been great. In just a few weeks, we've had such amazing communication constantly. They're so great to work with.
Thank you. Any other public comment this evening? At this time, we will call our legislative meeting to order, 6:09 PM. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Bub.
Here.
John Askew.
Here.
Dennis.
Here.
Buckingham.
Here.
Washington.
Here. And all that can stand, maybe please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
That's okay. Got it?
At this time, we will take action on previous meeting minutes. I make a motion to approve of February 4th, 2025 legislative meeting minutes and February 26th, 2025 committee meeting minutes.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? That moves forward. We have no presentations or awards or announcements or any further ones. Our Comprehensive Plan 2044 is scheduled for Tuesday, March 18th, 2025, 6 p.m. here in City Council chambers. It's for the purpose of taking public comments on the proposed revision of the Comprehensive Plan. After which, the same evening, City Council will consider adoption of the proposed Comprehensive Plan, York 2044, including all attachments and maps that are included. In regards to our legislative meetings, our next legislative meeting of council will be held in council chambers on Tuesday, March 18th, 2025, immediately following the 6:00 p.m. public hearing on the Comprehensive Plan 2044. All agenda items are due by 12 noon on March 12th. At this time, in regards to subdivision and land development in Harb, we have resolution number 14.
So introduced.
Resolution number 14, introduced by Betsy Buckingham. Resolution number 14, introduced by Betsy Buckingham. A resolution accepting the recommendations of Harb and approving a certificate of appropriateness for work to be done at 15 East Philadelphia Street.
Move for a vote.
Second. It has been moved and seconded. Is there any comment from the administration about this? Any comment from council?
I don't know.
Oh, who seconded it?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Any comment from council?
No.
Any comment from the public? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Bub.
Yes?
John Askew.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Buckingham.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes, and that moves forward. Up next, we have introduction. It's been a long day. Up next, we have introduction of bills. We have introduction of bill number 2. So introduce.
Bill number 2, introduced by Felicia Dennis, an ordinance amending the fiscal year 2025 budget for the Parks and Recreation Bureau by appropriating money not otherwise appropriated for Fund 20 for building repairs in the amount of $20,400.
And that is a bill, so it will sit. Up next, we have introduction of bill number 3. So introduced.
Bill number 3, introduced by Equina Washington, a bill amending the 2025 budget for the Bureau of Health by appropriating revenue and expenditures for the Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies program in the amount of $145,198.
And that is the bill that will sit. Up next, we have introduction of bill number 4. So introduced.
Bill number 4, introduced by Equina Washington, a bill amending the 2025 budget by appropriating revenue and expenditures for a JAG grant for the period of October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2027 in the amount of $50,725.
And that will sit as well. Up next, we have resolution number 15.
So introduced.
Resolution number 15th, introduced, 15th. We are messing up today. Resolution number 15, introduced by Teresa Jonescu. A resolution, be it resolved that council hereby appoints Sarah O'Brien as an alternate member of HARB to serve until the first Monday of January 2030.
Move for a vote.
Second. It has been moved and seconded. Is there any comment from the administration? Any council comment regarding this?
No.
Is there any comments from the public? Madam Clerk, please call the vote.
Buck,
Yes?
Jonescu,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Buckingham.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes, and that moves forward. Up next, we have resolution number 16.
So introduced.
Resolution number 16, introduced by Felicia Dennis. A resolution approving a contract with goods disposal for refuse, recycling, curbside, and container collection services.
Move for a vote.
Is there a
Second. It has been moved and seconded. And I believe we have comment from the administration from Mayor.
Thank you, Madam President. I wanted to share a little bit with you. The City of York's contract for removing and disposing of residential and commercial refuse is set to expire at the end of April 2025, at the end of next month. The city is working to ensure uninterrupted service on May 1st, 2025, while seeking the best price and customer service. Working since July of 2024, the York City Public Works Department has attempted to seek proposals 3 times. Due to the nature of hauling refuse in all cities, such as navigating alleyways and traffic, hauling cans and bags between parked cars, and the huge amount of waste that must be collected, finding a garbage hauler to service a city has been challenging. Ultimately, and I'm not trying to scare you off here, Don. Ultimately, after 3 attempts, the City of York received only 1 bid. The bid from Goods Disposal Service plus our cost-saving measure of bringing some services in-house is $4,376,405, an increase of $1.745 million for the first year, or 66% over our current contract. Facing the dilemma of greatly increased expenses for residents and businesses, the City of York has sought to find a way to reduce this increase by rebidding a contract for the city's dumpsters, and of much more importance, bringing the emptying of street garbage containers and our large item pickup process in-house. Customer service will be greatly improved with City of York staff trained and dedicated specifically to these tasks. There will be no more difficulty in scheduling large item pickup with a third party, and our public containers can be attended to directly after events, eliminating the issue of weekends where the cans are overflowing. While some smaller costs are still being worked on, our best estimates of cost increases are an additional $18.14 per month for residential units and $36.28 per month for commercial customers. We wish this was not the case, but we must have trash services, and we must have them by May 1st. This was the absolute best deal that we could negotiate for our city. And I want to thank Don Newcomb from Goods for joining us here today to answer any questions. And of course, I'm here to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you, Mayor Helfrich. Thank you, Mr. Newsom, for joining us this evening. Do we have any council comment regarding this?
Did we want to just be able to give an idea to the public when they might see that increase, in their refuse bill, so that they know when, what to expect?
Yeah, we're expecting as of now that is going to be in the 3rd quarter. So in the 3rd and 4th quarter, you might see just a little bit of increase over what I said, because when we've been switching refuse billing over from York Water Company to the city, there were 2 extra weeks at the end of 2024 that must still be accounted for. And then also you're going to see some adjustments as this happens. Again, we are working on a dumpster contract. We don't don't know what that's going to cost yet. We are also working on the price of bringing these services in-house. We know we have to hire about 5 employees, get some vehicles ready, trash bags, all the expenses of bringing in a sanitary bureau back within the city, which it hasn't been in many, many years. Again, we're not addressing the full expanse of way back, but we are addressing these issues. So the numbers might be slightly different as you receive your bills, but once we get in the pattern, also I must say that there is an annual escalator in the contract, just like all of the rest of us. Costs of doing business for the hauler are going to see increases year to year, and we must expect that as well, that they would be passed on to us. So it's going to be, I would say, it's going to be hard every month or every quarter now to say exactly what it's going to be because we have these slight adjustments that we're working through. But the numbers that I gave you, $18.14 per month for residents and $36.28 per month for commercial customers, we believe that's the worst case scenario and that those numbers could actually be less.
So by third quarter, that means, for those of us who don't think quarterly, July.
Yes.
Okay.
1844. 1814.
Is there any other council comment or questions?
No, that's what I.
Madam Clerk, I can hand you this. Madam Clerk, I can hand you this for the record.
Oh, good, thank you.
Yes.
Are there any other council comment or questions regarding this?
Could we maybe, would Mr. Newcomb like to say a few words?
Unless I asked him, do you want to say hi?
I declined once, but I can say it.
Yeah, he did decline.
Once again, my name is Don Newcomb. I'm the president of Goods Disposal here. We've been servicing the counties and other communities for over 50 years. We run over 100 trucks. I worked wonderfully with your staff, or they were wonderful. So we've got really no issues with the contract as it stands. They handed me a copy to review tonight, but it's actually been a pleasure to work with them, and we're looking forward to servicing your community and keeping it cleaned up. So thank you.
Thank you. Any further council comment? Any comment from the public? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Bub,
Yes?
John Askew,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Buckingham,
Yes.
Washington.
Yes, and that moves forward.
Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have resolution number 17. So introduced.
Resolution number 17, introduced by Queen of Washington, a resolution authorizing an agreement with the County of York for the Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies program for the period of July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025, in the amount of $500,000.
Move to approve.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Is there any comments, from the administration regarding this?
As discussed by Monica Kruger, the Health Bureau Director at committee, this is essentially the agreement, the yearly agreement that they have for their healthy, with the county for the Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies program. It's just renewed every year. It's something that doesn't come through again until after we've budgeted for the new year, so it's always expected that it's going to come through within the first couple months, and we need, in this case, actually to increase the amount of money that we have budgeted for this year that they're going to be able to use for their program. So that's what we're doing.
Thank you. Is there any council comment or questions?
For anybody who didn't watch the committee meeting, I would just reiterate that all pregnant women in the city, please check out the City of York health page. There's great resources, and that is the major thing that this grant will do, is help the city nurses connect women with resources, all kinds of resources to help you through your pregnancy. So please check out the city webpage and call the health department if you have any questions. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilwoman Buck.
I also want you to know that I've just been asked to join a maternal health coalition through the Family Health Council of Central Pennsylvania, which includes
the City Health Bureau is part of it, lots of area partners, and they're having a big kickoff meeting on March 13th at the Yorktown Hotel with speakers, and they've been working on this to get this grant for about 4 or 5 years to get a coalition like this kicked off. And it just illustrates what a concern it is in our community. And I will send that invitation to my colleagues on council too, so you can be aware of that.
Thank you, Vice President Buckingham. Was there any further council comment? No. Any comments from the public? Madam Clerk, can you please call the vote?
Buck?
Yes?
John Askew?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Buckingham?
Yes.
Washington?
Yes, and that moves forward. At this time, there are no requests for any future meetings. Do we have any council comment at this time?
I do. This is a shout out to Public Works. I was very doubtful about the changes of the intersection of Philadelphia Street and Roosevelt Avenue. It's something that I travel multiple times a day often. I want to say it's working just fine. It's doing really well. I'm still careful, it'll take a while, but the traffic pattern it's been interesting to see people willing to change old habits. Thank you.
Any other council comment? Is there any comments from the administration?
Yes, Madam President, I forgot to mention something that Councilwoman Buckingham and you and I got the pleasure to attend, and that was the Dollar Energy presentation. While today I did unfortunately have to share that some of our costs are going to go up with one of our utilities, we have interacted with a group called Dollar Energy that has the ability to potentially reduce rates in gas, electric, and sewer. And we are going, I believe, Madam President, I will let you continue because I think that you've got a surprise. But I'd just like to say that we are working very hard to find ways, as we know that we have to increase one utility, that we can find ways to reduce the cost of other utilities, particularly for those that are most in need.
Thank you. And on March 18th at our next council meeting, a representative will be here from American Water to share about the program to our residents in the community, to provide them with more information on how they can get more information on the program, but how they can utilize the program here in the city of York. It is 6:27 p.m. and our meeting is adjourned. Everyone have a wonderful evening and remainder of the week.
Thank you. I'm going to send that information right now.
Okay.